All right, show up. So for my song Show Up, there's really one main section of the song that I want to focus on. So in the second pre chorus, it says, I was busy praying with my head down, never took the time to take a look round. And so basically, what I mean by that is oftentimes when we pray, we'll bow our head, right? But and that's a good thing. But I'm kind of using a play on words here. So in the same way that like if you're walking through a store and you're looking down at your phone, you might run into something or you might miss something that you were looking for. That's how I realized I was praying a lot of the time. Because I think I mentioned this in another video, but sometimes, and maybe you guys feel the same way, but sometimes it's hard to remember that God is with us at all times. Oftentimes, especially when I'm praying or just whenever I'm calling on God to do something for me, when I'm in need of something and I really need Him to come through for me, I, in a way, I pray with the thought that He has to show up in my life, that He has to somehow, like there's a distance between me and Him that He has to cross. It might take a little while, but He's gonna show up. He's gonna come through for me. But the thing is, one, that's selfish, but also the thing about really what show up is about is He's not the kind of God that I have to beg to show up. He's already present. He's always with me. You know, for all of us who believe in Him, He said He will never leave us nor forsake us. So He's with us every single day, every single moment of our lives. And so if He's with us always, then we don't have to pray and ask for Him to show up in a situation. I know sometimes that's just a wording we use, but I feel like I've used it in my life whenever I'm praying before, and I've been like, God, I just really need you to show up. I need you right now. I can't do this on my own. But really, that's done more harm than good in my life because it makes me feel like I'm on my own until God rescues me. And but for believers, like I said, He is always with us. He is not the kind of God that has to show up. He's always present 24/7, 100% of the time. He is right with you. So yeah, once again, that just said that pre-chorus. It says, I was busy praying with my head down. I never took the time to take a look around. And so another theme of front of not front of show up is just that we need to start forming habits of looking around when after we've prayed, not for God to show up, but for Him to do something in our lives. Start looking around. Start looking for Him to actually make good on His promises. Start looking for Him to act in your life, because so much of the time we can think, oh, God doesn't do miracles anymore, or it's been so long since He's actually worked in my life and moved in a big way. But maybe let's ask ourselves, when's the last time that I've actually looked for evidence of Him doing something? Because I think that's the real problem. It's not inactivity on God's part. It's lack of interest and lack of looking on my part. And so if you relate to that, I really hope that Show Up has kind of shown a light on this issue, because He's not the kind of God that we have to beg to show up. He's with us 24/7. So I hope it helps you realize that as well.